We'll try it out. All right, guys. There we go.
6.151.
Are there any questions? Oh,
Yes.
so on page 471. Page 471 and 6.1, number 41?
51.
51. Oh, we did this one, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we did this one. This is the one I had the point about the last one was a 1. So even though the first one's not a 1, it's still easy because there's only one way to factor 1, 1 and 1.
1 and 1.
And there's only one way to make 6 out of factors of 9, 3 and 3.
Okay.
So the bottom will have to be 3A, 3A. 1, 1, and they both have to be
Negative.
negative. Yeah, this is very familiar to me. And the top, this is where we have the idea of
What's with the negative at the end?
negative at what end?
Wasn't there like a negative
Yes.
in the answer?
Yes. Because of the fact that right now nothing cancels. Nothing up there cancels right now. Is anything the same?
No.
No. This wants to be the same as this.
You want to turn it into it?
By minus.
It is it. It's just that there's a factor -1 in the way.
Is that wrong?
So if you take a -1 out,
Minus 3, -1, the other one's +1.
that becomes positive 3A, that becomes -1. Yeah. And now these do cancel.
Is that an absolute process that needs to be done, or is that one on the top done?
How do you mean?
Do I need to? Can I stop there, or
No.
you got to keep going, huh?
It's just like saying, well, you can't cancel that because this is 2 and 6 and that's -6.
Right.
Right?
So you want to, whenever you see an opportunity to just do the -1 thing, then do it.
You have to. Guys. So like this one, I mean, just because it's a 6 down here doesn't mean that's a -6 and you can't cancel it. It's just that when you do cancel it, you have a -1 left.
Right.
So when you do cancel these, you'll have a -1 left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're off by a -1.
Got it.
Cool.
Did you do 12 and 21? Same chapter?
12.
And 21?
Showing the children.
Oh, 12 I did already. This is like our deja vu. I thought I got new markers. New markers, oh well. Too bad for me. 12. 12 we did.
The black one, the red one was pretty good too.
Don't get it.
Yeah, I already did those. And the red one was good.
Yeah, that you get the negative
You
2.
understand that?
That one I do. The other one, that's why I said you have to get the
The
negative out.
negative weird thing.
This is the one we talked about the other day.
Yeah, we did it.
The only way a fractional thing can be undefined is at the bottom 0. The here bottom is always 45.
Yeah.
So it's always defined. There's no x's that you have to leave out. All real numbers can be used. No matter what you make x, you can't make the bottom 0 because the bottom is 45.
So the answer only all real.
Anytime you have a whole number on the bottom, all real number.
If it was this,
Then you could.
Yeah.
then I have control on the bottom.
Yeah.
If I make x 0, then of course the whole thing is undefined.
Yeah.
So x can't be 0. It'll be all real numbers except 0.
Yeah.
Here, I can't control the bottom. It's always 45. I don't care what the hell I do. The bottom says I'm 45. Screw you. Haha.
All real numbers we can say for 12.
Say again? Yeah, all real numbers.
Can we look at 54 too?
Wait, there was another
21?
Yeah, 24.
21. 21 is one of those. You see how the power on that is a 4th power? So anytime you have a higher power, like up to 4s, 5s, 6s, you might have to do several steps. Because one step of this, first thing is, please, dear God, don't just of course, right? Hopefully I've got you guys to the point. And
Is it not
I never quite get everybody with me on the same page because what I still see is people doing this and saying a cubed is no, you can't do that, right? You cannot break into a subtraction problem. But on the top, what form is that in?
There's squares.
Difference of squares.
A squared, and then
Minus 9, plus 1.
What's that?
A minus 3, A plus 3.
So that's what I mean. Anytime the power is higher, you might have several steps in there, right?
Oh, that's 81.
oh, it's
Since it was a
81.
fourth
Yeah.
power, when I cut it in half, it's still squared, there could still be a squares then. You have to take a look and see if there is still something you can do. And what about this guy?
Yes,
I
they
think
stop.
you can break down the -1.
That
No.
guy is the
No.
same.
Yeah, stop.
Some of squares you can't do. This guy is
A
nice.
plus,
That's a
A
thank
plus
God,
3, A
right?
minus 3.
I love it.
And
And then of
then
course,
it cancels out the A minus 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
right?
Thank you. Thank you for not helping me, Ken.
Let's see.
Yeah.
54, please.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why does why do the threes come out?
Yeah. I tell you that that's minus higher.
this one is not weird. Guys, if I said simplify this, simplify that, don't look at that. If I said simplify this, what would you do?
Multiply that.
Only open.
There's nothing to multiply there.
No.
Minus 2A minus 3.
What's the operation?
3 minus 3.
Subtraction. There's no multiplication here. Don't make it harder than it is. Don't foil this bad boy. It's a subtraction.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah.
2x plus 3 minus 2a minus 3. So just because I put this on top of something else, does that suddenly change what I do with that? No, I still do the same stupid thing. You still bring the negative in, right?
Yeah.
So that's the idea of no rules ever change. If I see that, I know I can distribute the negative and put my like terms together. I don't care what the hell else is going on around it. I can do that right there. So, but sometimes we feel like, oh, the game's changed entirely now that we're in chapter blah. Everything's different now. No. Same old stuff. Can't change. So now if you do that,
So the threes come out? Threes are gone?
yeah.
Yeah, because they cancel each other out.
Is it plus 3? Oh yeah.
So the 3's go away, right?
So it's 2x minus 2a.
2x minus 2a over x minus a.
And then
That's it?
2 outside.
Take twos out.
Can you factor the top?
Yeah.
Factor 2, X minus A.
Ah.
Cancel
Cancel.
out.
Only 2.
So that is 2.
Ah.
48.
Are we okay with that one? Oh, and there's a question there, and I'll come back to you. 40 who? 48?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a lot like the one I had up here earlier. In fact, I think this is exactly the example I put on there last time. I didn't even know it was a problem in the book. These want to cancel,
Minus 1.
but they can't because they're not the same. So what do you do to make the top become the bottom?
Minus 1.
Take out a -1. That's the only difference, is that they're opposite signs, right? But if I take a -1 out, the x is now positive,
Minus 6.
and the 6 is now negative, right?
Yeah.
If I take a negative out or put a negative in, the signs change. Period.
it's
So if the signs are not right, I can take a -1 out and change them. What's up, Anthony? That was a big time side.
Oh, did they cancel that?
So it makes it -1 then.
Minus 1 only.
Yep.
Okay. Everything's cool up to that point.
But try something. Put a 9 in. What do you get? You get 6 minus 9 is...
-2.
So if x is 9, I get -3 over what's 9 minus 6?
3. -1. Ah.
No matter what you make x, the top will be the same as the bottom except for a negative sign,
Okay.
right? They'll be off by a negative. Okay, cool. So what do we got?
6, 3, and 27.
So we're only supposed to be up to 6-1 today, correct?
What? Talk about.
You can always work ahead, huh?
You can get done with all the homework
Over spring break.
anytime you want to. I don't care.
But what what do you expect us to be after spring break's over?
And we'll talk about that in the end of class.
What's that?
Depends on where I get to. After all that, I forgot now. Sorry, buddy. Which one was it?
6-3, number 27.
27?
Right?
Why?
Yeah. 27 is just, it's just ugly. I mean, ain't nothing you can do about that. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, this is,
Just 4 parts.
to me, what's important is you guys understand the concept behind this. I mean, the way they're going to make these problems uglier is by putting worse and worse factoring methods in there and loading it with crap. But what's the idea? Factor, 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 kill, 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 kill.
Is that an O minus 2?
Minus 20. Yeah.
So it's 2B.
Times
So you just start pulling out
Minus 22A
GCF.
AB.
plus 4B squared. 27A squared
A cube.
minus 125B cubed.
Yeah, you just attack each piece. What can you do on the top here?
2B.
2B. Could make a Hamlet joke, but I won't. 3A squared
Plus AB
plus AB
minus 10B squared.
minus 10B squared. Now that looks like a trinomial. 3 times 10 is negative 30. You can do that, right? I mean, that's all over. And the top, the bottom here, what can I do?
4.
4B. B.
A squared minus 4B squared.
That looks like a thank God problem now.
Right.
So what I mean about GCF is your first step because either it's the only thing you can do or it makes it easier to do. And now you can see what it is. It's a difference in squares. They had a 4B in the way. So I took the 4B out of the way.
Okay, to the 2 on the other side.
Yeah, I'm not going to really finish this out because
This
Yeah.
2.
2 and then whatever's left. And on the bottom, what form is that?
Cubes.
Cubes. All right, look. So this problem's awesome. It's a major review of all kinds of stuff.
So big,
Some GCFs, some cubes and squares, some trial and error, surefire, whatever method you guys use, right? So if you have a question, I want you to realize something. If you have a question on this problem, you actually have a question on a factoring method because all this problem is a bunch of factoring methods. So that's what I meant about if you're not good with factoring, chapter 6 is going to be impossible because it's all factoring. Somewhere in there it involves factoring.
So the top is 3 times negative 10.
Yeah, so
6 and 5.
negative 30, 11. 6 and 5 would make 1 if which one is what?
Negative 5 and
Good.
plus
5 is going to be negative, so that you end up with a 1.
Okay.
Break it up, group it, or whichever way you do. Yeah, cool.
Break everything down completely and then cancel out.
Exactly. See, that's the thing about math.
Can you factor that bottom one, 27A?
Yes, yes. Like we said, what form is it in?
76.
And I said I wasn't going to do this problem. I'm not. Because it's chapter 5 now, right? What's the idea of 6-1? Factor everything and then kill what's common. So is it truly new? No. So if you have a problem with this problem, if it's a problem with the idea of 6-1, that's okay. If it's a problem with how to factor something, okay, you need to review. You need to come see me. We need to get that down. That's what I kept saying. You gotta get the factoring methods down or else 6 is gonna be impossible.
So it's
That's all it
3A,
is.
3A, 3A.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
3A, 3.
And then
Anthony's gonna try to get me to do this problem. 5B, 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 little dude, big dude.
Yeah. There you
I'll
go.
let you finish it out. Cool.
Okay, so this one down here with the 4B is it's going to be like A minus 2B, A plus 2B. Okay.
It's a
It's a plus minus 20. Yeah.
yeah. It's a difference of squares. They got a problem.
God.
Good. The thing that people make the biggest mistake on is they start, like I was going to do over here, you start canceling stuff immediately. And I like that. Anthony's like, that's crazy. And I hope to God, you should feel that is just crazy.